Some stuff to talk about today, some Instagram posts as always, some Reddit posts from the H3 subreddit, and some stuff I found on Livestream Fail. And then a little talk that we need to have about one Daniel Swerdlove. Oh boy. He had some colorful takes on Wednesday's episode. Really grinds my gears. Hello, welcome in. I'm wondering if I started a little bit too early when the stream was going live, but we're trying our best, you know. Trying to get this thing on lock, but it takes some time. It's time to roar, yes. Roar. Roar. Dishing on Dan, so true. But first we have some Instagram posts to get through. I finally found that lady. There was a lady I talked about, I think maybe on Wednesday's stream, where I was talking about a lady who has bears who come to her front door, and I finally found her. This is the bear. Her account's smaller than I thought it was. This video has 30k, or almost 30k likes. But then all of the other videos are a lot smaller. Maybe she's bigger on TikTok. Maybe that's where I first saw her. But this is just a great video.
Babe? You're a good boy. You're a good boy.
He is a good boy.
I love you. I love you. What a good boy.
That bear looks like my dog. I mean, aren't bears just big dogs?
Boy. What a good boy. Here, babe.
He likes scritches. Oh yeah, so she is on TikTok because it's a re-upload from TikTok. He doesn't let her get close, but he likes scritches. She said it, and I saw her reply on something where she basically said that he'd run off before you'd be able to get close enough to like actually pet him with your hand. As a Canadian, I can confirm black bears are just dogs. I mean, black bears, yeah. If you see a brown bear, I forget what you're supposed to do. Are you supposed to just play dead with brown bears? You can scare off black bears, I know that. If you're intimidating enough and as long as they aren't super hungry. But apparently this guy might have an injury. She also plays with the babies. Oop, there's music playing. I'm like, does she just live on a reserve? The mom's right there. She's lucky. But here was like one of the early ones that I saw. Living with bears takes me into a whole new realm of innocence and spirituality. Injured bear keeps crying. I ask bigger bear to leave him alone. See what happens. I don't know if I would want this level of bravery, but love her. Yeah, I mean, gotta give her props. I don't know if this is safe. I don't think so. If I had to put my money on it, I'd say that this isn't safe. But you gotta give her big ups, you know? It's okay, bud. You're gonna be alright.
Baby.
He doesn't like the other bear. Feels like a ticking time bomb. Psh, don't be silly.
Hey, no. Leave him alone. You leave him alone, hon. He's hurting. Please leave him alone. Good boy. Good boy. You leave him alone. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, baby. And you're a good boy for staying away from him. Yeah, you leave him alone. He's hurting, hon. Yeah. Baby.
I've seen grizzly man, even if it's a black bear. Nah, we ain't doing that. Yeah, well, I've seen Russians, and Russians wrestle bears. So I think I can do it. I think I've got the capabilities. I'm gonna give him a pet. I know bears like bread. Give him some bread. Give him a peanut butter sandwich. Good. Not safe. Wild animals are unpredictable. Videos like this also tend to encourage people to get too bold and dangerous with dangerous wild animals as well. Yeah, don't go with bears. I am just joking around. You can get hurt. Very much so. Animals are not your friend. There was this new movie I saw a trailer for called Hopper or Hoppers. Is that what it is? Hoppers. Yeah, this movie where like basically somebody goes into a beaver's body and then kind of disrupts the whole animal kingdom and makes them realize that they should try and rise up against the try and rise up like against the humans. And like it's a pretty, because like if you think about it, animals just they follow their instinct. So if you somehow convince them that the humans are the reason that they have to live in this cycle, this endless cycle of death, then they're going to want to kill the humans. Never let them get too close. We're on top for a reason. Winnie the Pooh core. Between this and a random guy in the woods, I don't know. Yeah, it is kind of a... It is a 1 for the bear category, I have to say. It is given some points in that direction. I mean, this is 2 points, actually. We got 2 bears here. If you saw one guy standing here, you might feel a little less safe. Yes, good stuff. Oh, I showed the rubber suit guy, I think on last stream. Sorry to keep... I don't know if this is considered fetish content. I've got to be honest. This guy wears all types of... it's called tight connection. He's always at the airport, too. This is how he goes around. Where I've flown in latex today. Buenos Aires. Albany. Atlanta. Barcelona. Belo Horizonte, I don't know, Cancun. Detroit. Buenos Aires. Frankfurt. Sao Paulo. Geneva. Or Geneve. Honolulu. Istanbul. And New York. Follow for part 2. I'm not going to follow for part 2. How sweaty do you think he gets in this, though? Like, I guess if you're somebody who's like, who runs super cold, maybe this is like the way to go. This is the way to go about it. But I also don't like that there's a zipper right at his crotch, because that means that he doesn't have to take it off when he's using the toilet. That's what that's for. Let's not forget. No more fetish content. I'm telling you, I don't know if that's what this is. I can't identify it. Let me close those. I have the bear content up still here. Go back to the bear lady. Amazing video of mama bear and her cubs loving skin so soft.
Don't eat it.
Oh, imagine landing in Miami with the humidity wearing that. Yeah. Wearing the latex suit anywhere that isn't like, I don't know, like the ocean. Kind of looks like a wetsuit, I guess, a little bit. I think this lady has just figured it out. Where this specific bear family has accepted her. Incredible stuff. Here's something from Mike. How do you say his name again? Is it Malak? How old is Mike Malak? 40 years old. Here's a little comment from him. I don't know how old this is. This is from a podcast, but here it is.
Some alternate universe, Jimmy had joined Clout Gang and he was Clout.
No, it wouldn't.
He was Clout Beast and he started dating Tessa Brooks, bro. In some alternate universe, Jimmy had joined Clout Gang and he was Clout.
No, it wouldn't.
He was Clout Beast and he started dating Tessa Brooks, bro.
I'm almost half his age and I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. I've got to be honest. It's just confusing.
In some alternate universe,
Clout Beast. Imagine if it wasn't Mr. Beast and he was Clout Beast. Clout Beast meets Clout Malak, Clout Mike, and Clout Banks. No way, bro. It's alternate reality. You guys aren't realizing what he's talking about. He's saying that in some alternate reality, separate universe, there is already there is Clout Beast for Clout Gang. Whatever the hell that is. Tessa Brooks from Team 10. I don't even remember Team 10. Maybe it's because there were kids who liked Team 10 when I was a kid. When was Team 10? I must have been a young teenager at that point. Team 10. Like what years specifically? Why is there still a Team 10 website? Team 10 Wikipedia. That's not it. This doesn't look right. This does. This looks a little bit different than what I remember. Is it just gone? Is it gone forever? So it ended in 2019 when I was 18. I turned 18 in 2019, and that's when the group was no longer active on social media. Nah, it was just bad. It was bad then. It's bad now. Jake Paul hasn't improved. The levels of clout there are in this world. I mean, clout just keeps going up forever. Clout up, everybody.
Jimmy had joined Clout Gang and he was Clout.
No, it wouldn't.
He was Clout Beast and he started dating Tessa Brooks, bro.
No, bro, he wouldn't be Clout Beast. He'd be Mr. Clout. Get it right. Get the name right. Don't speak down to your superior. Oh, these are great. I need to find more of these. Fat Joe on his podcast is absolutely hilarious. Fat Joe just be lying for no reason.
10 years old, first time I got arrested.
What?
No bullshit.
10 years old, first time you got
First time I
arrested?
went to jail. I was
What
like
they
10.
locked you up for?
Some fried ass shit. I was young at my homie crib. His mom's wasn't there. It's
I
like
went to
3, 4
jail
in
for the
morning.
same shit for the first time. Yeah,
3,
continue.
I went to jail for the same shit the first time. He didn't say anything yet. What are you talking about? I went to jail for the same shit.
4 in the morning.
I know what he's saying. I know I went to jail for the same shit.
Look, let me
first
tell
time.
you. We
I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna go back one more time from the top. Let's take it from the top. Take two.
first time I got arrested.
What?
No bullshit.
10 years old, first time you got
First time I
arrested.
went to jail. I was
What
like,
they locked you up
damn,
for?
some fried ass shit. I was young at my homie crib. His mom's wasn't there. It's
I
like
went to
3, 4
jail
in the
for the
morning.
same shit for the first time. Yeah,
3,
'cause
4 in the morning.
I know what he's saying. I know I went to jail for the same shit.
Look, let me
first time.
tell you.
Yeah.
We went upstairs to the roof of his crib in an apartment building. I don't even remember how the fuck we went up to the roof. We went and did that and was throwing bricks off the roof at
Oh, no.
cars.
Oh no. Oh no.
Like just throwing bricks and shit
Oh no.
at cars, moving cars, going down the street. He lived on a busy street. We just doing that shit for like an hour. But this how we got arrested, our dumbass. We got bored and started dropping the bricks on the cars on the street. So that was how we got caught, because it's like they coming from down. You could tell somebody doing this shit from this building, from the top of the shit. And somebody called the police. Police came, got in the building. And probably one of the tenants was like, man, that's them badass boys right there on the second floor. Like, you feel me? They came, locked by us. Like 10 years old.
What's the one? There's one famous one. Yeah, the June story.
What were you?
Yeah, they were throwing bricks at cars. What if he's psychic? He's not psychic, though, because right after that he goes, oh no, oh no. I thought you got arrested for the same shit. Come on, Fat Joe. But this one's a classic right here.
What were you like in high school?
Terrible. The biggest bully. I once robbed my whole gym. The whole gym.
Like
70
Like,
kids
robbed 'em,
not-
robbed 'em?
without a gun. Like, yo, everybody give me your coats, give me your Walkmans, give me your this. Some of the kids I was actually cool with. And I was like, yo, run it. Everybody, run it. I couldn't even carry it. Some of the guys I robbed had to help me carry this stuff.
Imagine you're robbing people and then you get them to help you carry the shit out. No, yeah, usually I'm ACAB, but throwing bricks at cars is crazy. I think we have to understand that there is a level of shit that we can't be okay with. You know, we can be okay with a lot. We can be, you know, there's a difference between, you know, justifiable punishment and police brutality. So we shouldn't necessarily be against a judicial system. What we're against is the implementation of police forces as gangs. You know what I mean? Yeah, he robbed the whole gym. I was like, was he a speaker? That's the way he makes it sound. Like he was doing an event. I don't want this song to be copyrighted.
What were you like in high school?
Terrible.
Terrible.
The biggest bully. I once robbed my whole gym. The whole gym.
Like
70
Like,
kids
robbed 'em,
not-
robbed 'em?
without a gun. Like, yo, everybody give me your coats, give me your Walkmans, give me your this. Some of the kids I was actually cool with. And I was like, yo, run it. Everybody, run it. I couldn't even carry it. Some of the
Like the part that confuses me, yeah, because he's saying like a high school gym. I'd maybe be like, I was gonna say maybe at the rec, but if he's at the rec, they probably just beat his ass. At school, it makes absolutely no sense. Give me your Walkmans, give me your hoodies. I robbed the whole gym.
guys I robbed had to help me carry this stuff.
Guys I robbed had to help me carry this stuff. Nah, honestly though, low key, fuck Fat Joe, rip Big Pun. But that's another story. Did I say Big Pun? I said Big Pun, right? I said, okay, I'm just making sure I said his name right. This was a funny clip I saw. I'll take things that definitely didn't happen for 1,000. Big Pun, or I almost said Big Pun again. Fat Joe is just a liar, though. There's so many clips of it. It's kind of hilarious. Ugh, wish I could get a free bag of chips. Y'all, you guys ever felt like this before? Y'all ever had this feeling?
Wish I could get a free bag of chips. Wish I could get a free bag of chips. But I just wish I could get a free bag of chips.
That one almost sounded like it was like like he didn't mean to say, I wish I could get a free bag of chips.
I just need some chips.
I just need some chips. Oh man, I wish I had a free bag of chips right now. Damn.
Right now, today. I wish I could get a free bag of chips. Wish I could get a free bag of chips. You go get with it. Wish I could get a free bag of chips. Wish I could get a free bag.
Do you think it just depends on the guy stalking? Or do you think that if you catch him maybe earlier on or maybe towards the end, they might be more willing? Give me a free bag of chips, bro. I'm gonna come grab one of these little drinks to the side when you're not looking. I wanna just reach my hand in. Don't make me commit a crime. Be a good guy. Ask and you shall receive. Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, you know what I mean? He probably doesn't want to lose his job. He knows he's on camera. I mean, who knows though? Maybe this is his privately owned machine. Maybe he got it set up himself, and he's like, "Bro, this is my bread right here. This is the eggs and bacon I'm bringing home. I need every $1.25 I can get." Yeah, the guy is recording. I just wish I could get a free bag of chips, though. What do we think of this? Just a new type of car. Oh, I didn't even notice this little dog off to the side. It's very similar. But here we go.
Чё не едем? Ара, чё не едем?
Burnout, back burnout.
See, it's a very it has to be finely tuned because right now it's lacking the torque. But if you add too much torque, you might just literally like break the bars off. You know, we got to figure it out. You know, it's just a little something. A little something I whipped up real quick. Yo, check out the new mod I put on my car. I know you've heard of a low rider, but what about a high rider? I like better when it's just my name in chat. What if everybody just changed their name to your @? Would that work? I can't stand Dan. Dan doesn't like Rem. There you go. Just another reason to hate Dan. Dan is a hater. Capin the car expert. Hey, what can I say? You saw how I did on that car game we played on last stream. I know my vehicles. But moving on to Reddit. Somebody, oh hi Denny. I made a public PSA service announcement about the snark brain epidemic. So this is an H3 public PSA announcement. A public PSA service announcement. A serious message about snark brain, an emergent threat to public health and safety. The medical community sometimes my vision is not the best. The medical community has noted an alarming spike in cases of snark brain, a new neurodegenerative disease. Sorry, didn't want to mess that up. A new neurodegenerative disease whose potential health effects have yet to be fully understood. Know the signs. If you are wondering whether a friend or loved one may be affected, remember guante. G. Gaslighting. E.g., conscious denial of prior assertions or insinuations or retroactive alterations of their obvious intended meaning. U. Unemployment. Struggling to hold a job due to excessive time wasted on social media, especially Reddit or Twitter. Antisocial behaviors. Antisocial behavior. Substituting snark for human connection, often accompanied significantly reduced emotional intelligence and increased parasocial thinking. N. Neurotic victim complex. Delusions of ultimate victimhood, believing, example given, that any online discussion of a person's public conduct constitutes harassment. T. Trouble with words. I'm having trouble reading this. Frequent and deliberate abuse of language, e.g., marrying definitions. I've never heard that term before. Marring definitions? What does marring mean? Is it marrying? Marring. Impair the appearance of, disfigure. Okay. Marring definitions. Resorting to pedantry. Or making egregious conflations as may be convenient. E. Ethan Klein obsession. Belief that podcaster Ethan Klein is the root of evil. Single-minded devotion to documenting his life online and concocting tortured narratives about him. For further information on how to treat or prevent snarkbrain, visit https://www.snarkbrain.com. Only together we can stop the spread. If you don't want to get dirty, remember guante. Amazing stuff. Trouble with words, that's so Ethan. Oh my god, that's so Ethan. Nobody even explained the show. They didn't even try and attempt to sing the theme song for him so that he could understand that that's why it's That's So Raven. Because it just fit. It was such a fucking dope song that of course they needed to make that the title. That's so Raven, it's the future I can see. That's so Raven, in me, yeah. Yup, that's me. I'm telling you. They failed. Balls chat, welcome in. Great PSA, great public PSA service announcement. This was just weird. Ugh, I was just starting to really like her too. Tamara. Tamara was a former member of the H3 podcast crew who tragically passed away at age 34. Born on November 4th, 1980, she died on an unspecified date after her 34th birthday, likely in 2015 due to addiction. I guess that's why she's undead mummy, right? R.I.P. R.I.P. and welcome back. Cap and Fupa Troopa sent me a video of one of the most prolific snarkers having a mental breakdown about Ethan Klein. Let me know if you want to see it. It's wild. I do want to see it. Can I show it on stream or no? You can't drop something like that in chat. Of course I want to see that. What do you mean? That sounds hilarious. It's just a video of Alex losing his mind. Okay, well, while we're waiting to see Alex's response to that, yes, I do want to see that. Please send it my way. Everybody wants to see that. But here's a little update, I guess, on this. I don't know who watches these podcasts. I've got to be honest. Like, is the Whatever podcast even at all relevant? Whatever podcast. Okay, they're pulling. Okay, they're not doing too bad. Oh wait, never mind. Wait, never mind. That jumps like a pretty big gap there. I guess maybe they do it. Do they do lives? Is that what it is? Okay, and their lives do all right. Okay, they actually are more relevant than I would think. Oh my god, why are they? Stop with the clickbait, bro. Okay, we'll watch. Is this real? This is concerning. Okay, one sec. 1 second. Let me go like this for a sec. Let me pull this. What you sent me, Alex, is just a GIF. There's no audio. Is there audio for it? Because I think the best way to do that would just be like put it in Google Drive or something and then send me a link to that. He kind of looks like me if I did heavy drugs. He looks like I'm trying to 1 sec. Do. Okay, this is an imager link. Oh no, here we go. No, wait. I think this might have audio. I had to go to Imager. It brought me to the Imager link. I just realized how to click out of it. But here, let's see. Great start, I have to say. Amazing start. Let me see, is there sound?
I've been getting a lot of
Okay, there is sound. My bad, Alex, my bad. We got it. Kids these days and their sound. Okay, let's see what this this well put together individual has to say. I've never seen this guy before. Uma Palma?
I've been getting a lot of comments, and I do apologize to a lot of my followers that I've been posting about Ethan Klein so much. Just Ethan Klein has just been, whoo boy, but just snark this.
I think I have seen some of this guy's stuff. Yes, I have seen some of this guy's stuff. It is a little bit unhinged. I guess maybe I can say just a little more than a little bit at this point. Now it's a bit unhinged.
H3 that, whatever. And it's just like I need to let my brain breathe, for Christ's sake. So I'm just trying to get some air in there, and so I've just been cutting off a little bit at a time. We'll see how it's going, and I'll check back.
Maybe, is he joking? Is this just like a joke or something?
Comments, and I do apologize to a lot of my followers that I've been posting about Ethan Klein so much. Just Ethan Klein has just been, whoo boy, but just like snark this, H3 that, whatever. And it's just like I need to let my brain breathe, for Christ's sake. So I'm just trying to get some air in there, and so I've just been cutting off a little bit at a time. We'll see how it's going, and I'll check back in a little bit.
This is very upsetting. This is actually like kind of sad. And this is why it's like this, like increase in radicalism of every kind, regardless of ideology. The ideology can be as weak as just hating the H3 podcast, and for some reason that just like that completely like envelops people, and it makes it like their entire personality and completely takes over their mind, and it is snark brain, but it's like this weird. I feel like it's like the internet radicalism's effect on the mentally unwell, because it just leads people down this like dark rabbit hole. I was thinking it was a joke too, but Fupa said he was deleting it. Yeah, what's the joke? That's kind of what it... I mean, we're going to talk about this Asmongold thing in a bit, and that's kind of like the point of like, what's the joke of this? But you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't know. It's really sad. Is it because Ethan is slowly stealing his hair? Oh, he's afraid he's losing his hairline? That's possible. That is a possibility. I hadn't thought about that. I feel kind of bad and sad for people like this, although it could be a stunt, but I don't know if it seems a little off. It does just seem... It seems genuine in the presentation, but maybe he's trying to act off his rocker. I don't know. But what I feel more... Like, here's the thing. I feel bad for him, but I also feel... I still feel upset at all of the people that basically cause people like this to spiral, you know? The people that keep these type of conversations in the here and now and run these snark pages and do all this that kind of like encourage this type of behavior. Yeah, that was wild. He's not the first person I saw that acted like this about Ethan. There was this 50-year-old streamer who played Anime Girl games while reacted to H3 podcasts and acting weird. Oh no. Is it just people like eventually... Is it just that like going down the snark rabbit hole eventually leads you towards like actual anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, and then once you start going down those, that's when you actually just lose your mind? If you think about it, that is the real psyop, right? It's getting people to believe these conspiracy theories, and then once they believe these conspiracy theories, you can see that there's like a complete disconnect in their minds, and that is the true psyop. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable dogging on someone who might be actually ill. Yeah, I feel bad for him, if anything. I'm not like laughing at it. It was definitely a lot more than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be just like, you know, some...
Why can you not stop lying? Please stop lying! What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
That's kind of what I was expecting, but it was a little bit more unhinged. And like I said, as someone who has seen multiple people in like psychosis, like in moments of psychosis, it's kind of how it reads a little bit. And I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional, I cannot speak on this with any actual like level of authority, but from my unknowledgeable perspective, as someone who has, just from a personal perspective, seen it, it's how it appears. And those are the type of like things that you should not encourage. And if you can see that your behavior is mirroring disconnected, disjointed type of thinking like that, then you should probably try and redirect yourself before you end up, you know, spiraling. Or start speaking to others, you know, speak to those people close to you that can actually help you out. I can see in case where someone is already prone to delusions that snark gaslighting would push them over the edge. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely kind of the way that it seems. Is it fuels the fire, you know? Because like it's just like, if you haven't actually seen true psychosis, it is it is I don't want to say crazy because that sounds like diminishing, but it is like more disconnected than any type of psychedelic experience than you can probably imagine. Like my having done salvia is probably the closest thing I can imagine being like, because it's literally you imagining things that do not exist. You are like not just like auditory hallucinations, but true visual hallucinations to the level of like full, like what would be considered like a dream sequence or something happening in a waking day is it's sad and it's scary and it's like something that genuinely needs to be like addressed. And when things kind of get brushed aside, it's just like, oh, I don't know, it was nothing. What? So what if they're having issues? You shouldn't talk down on them. I'm not talking down on anybody. I feel like that's the way it comes across sometimes. Is like you're trying to like come down on somebody, and it's like, no, I think that these genuinely these things are scary, both for the people that are like witnessing it and the people that are experiencing it, because you are like dealing with something that is incongruent with the actual like reality of the world, and so like it needs to be handled with delicacy, but also like kind of front and center. You need to kind of like take it on head first. I wish for everyone to never go through an experience where a loved one is going through psychosis. That shit stays with you, yeah. My first time I did edibles and I watched rain go. Yeah, connecting everything, but even beyond just like connections, like literally thinking that like, well, like if you're having it through like a drug fueled psychosis, then you see things like faces coming out of walls and stuff like that. But I'll just say like the person that I knew that had like a moment of psychosis was having like technological hallucinations where they were seeing things happen on computers and like and it wasn't like they were taking computers apart or doing anything like that. It was legitimately like they were sending a bunch of emails out to people that they thought they were like communicating with, and then they were talking about like seeing this, like having this full interaction with, like they were talking about like having interactions with hackers and like having this like battle online. Basically, it was a very intense conversation. But yeah, it's something that definitely needs to be dealt with delicately, and fueling it with these like radical talking points ends up like I feel like fueling these types of behaviors. Because psychosis can like last a couple days, or it can last like years. It really can be like something like that, and it doesn't matter if it ended. You should still kind of address it if necessary. Had a similar experience with my dad. He thought he was kind. It was a difficult thing to navigate. Yeah. Yeah, like in the movie A Beautiful Mind. Yeah, A Beautiful Mind is, I think, one of the best representations of true like mental illness. Like just from the like idea, like from the perspective of, I guess is. I guess like just hallucinations in general. I was gonna say like cognitive incongruence, but I think that's more so just like about beliefs. Um, yeah, it lasted my friend 2 weeks. We had to take her to the hospital. Yeah, and that's the thing, is it's different for different people, and it can come back and it can go, and it's just about managing your own mental state. That is like the important part. Everybody's different. It doesn't make anybody weaker or stronger, like depending on how they've dealt with their mental health. Um, the thing is just trying to put in the effort to better yourself in whatever way that you can. Because we all need help, right? Everybody needs help. Yeah, and it's hard to identify sometimes. It's difficult. sometimes it can come out like really easily because you just like understand that what they're saying just isn't true. They're hearing voices or something like that. But sometimes it is a little bit more, sometimes it can come like, it can be a feature of like a manic state. You can have like manic psychotic episodes, manic psychosis. And then it's harder to like identify because they might just be, you know, if they have been manic in the past, you might not be able to tell that they're in a state of psychosis. Yeah, I think online spaces are typically far too predatory towards people with mental illness like this, especially ones that attach onto superstition, magical thinking themes. Yeah, and I think that that's why you need to have rationalization regardless of what you're talking about, whether it is like some big philosophical, you know, debate or something that's more metaphysical or whatever. Wanted to ask y'all because sorry, I didn't see what your other message. Anyone else sound cutting in and out for me? Okay, sometimes it's YouTube. I don't know. Yeah, I love neuroscience. The brain is so wild. The brain is very wild. But let's look at this guy's brain. I can't believe this is not satire. What is this? The Whatever podcast doing better than I thought, but we saw those thumbnails. Ugh, a little much. But this guy, I forget who he is, but I remember him as the olive jar guy, the guy who couldn't open the olive jar.
You can do that as we go through.
Jeez, why is it so loud? Jeez Louise.
As we go, okay.
There's this video that I saw online.
Sure.
I didn't post anything about you online.
Oh yeah, you did.
I made a
have
TikTok.
clips. I have clips.
A singular TikTok.
I know, but you lied a lot in it.
I lied in it. Andrew, it's all based on a debate we did together.
I know.
We were both here.
Which is why I have all the counter clips for it.
Andrew, I literally posted a video of you not being able to open a pickle jar. What's your counter for that?
I did open the pickle jar.
I don't know why it sounds like they're in a fishbowl. I feel like someone did AI, some kind of like AI audio editing on this. It sounds really weird and compressed.
Sure.
You didn't open an olive jar.
So not a pickle jar then? Did you open the olive jar?
No.
No.
But
and why did you say?
The point was that you were supposed to be
But
stronger
why
than
did
me
you
as a
say
man.
that wasn't any point that was ever made? You lied.
Is that not the point of forced option?
No. No. And by the way, you said it was greasy. You said the jar was greasy. Why did you?
I'm pretty sure, I want to find the clip. I'm pretty sure she did say the jar was greasy, but I feel like it was quite literally just because she was trying to like just get on with the conversation. Like, yeah, cool, it probably was greasy, man. You're a big boy. We know you can open olive jars. It's okay. You don't have to lie to kick it, bro. Come on, man.
Tell people that. Yeah, he did.
You said the jar was greasy
So did
over
you.
and over and over.
So did you.
You don't remember? Do you want to pull up the video of him being incapable of opening the olive
You want to
jar?
pull up the video of you being incapable of opening it?
Andrew, I never said I was going to be able to.
So the point is, though, is like, it's really funny to me.
Opening the olive
You want to
jar.
pull up the.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was trying to pull.
So the thing is, it's funny is like you did though. You did say, yeah, it's greasy, and then you just omitted all
No,
of
I
that.
didn't.
You
I
did.
said it's not greasy.
Nope, you didn't. Promise.
Will you just pull?
Hang on. I got $1,000 in my backpack right now.
I just love that he said it was in his backpack. I'm surprised he didn't say pack. I got $1,000 in my backpack right now.
That I'll bet you that you said it was greasy when you were asked. I'll put it on the table right now. Put my money where my mouth is.
I'm not really a betting woman.
Yeah, so
sorry.
you're not really sure if you lied about it or not?
Why would it be a lie?
Well, because I think that there was intentionality behind it. So you got drugged.
So what you're trying to
Well, what I
say
think
is that
is-
you were incapable of opening
Well, I
that
think you
olive
got
jar because it was
drugs.
greasy, even though you dried it off with several paper towels, your T-shirt, and then
You
your
couldn't-
assistant was able to open it
Yeah.
despite how greasy
But
it was.
you couldn't.
Andrew, you
I like that he just keeps going, you couldn't do it either. So a man isn't weaker than a woman.
And
couldn't
Brian,
either.
neither could Brian.
But the point was, it was an
Leave me
attempt
out
to.
of this,
Yeah.
please leave me.
But
out.
the point was, and it was an attempt to emasculate me and show how weak I am, and it turns out that you are just as weak.
Do you how would that demonstrate that I was weaker than you?
Because neither of us could open.
Do
the
you want to
olive
arm
jar.
wrestle?
No.
He said that ironically, but you know if she said yeah, he would have done it. He's saying it with like this little like little tone to be like, yo, wanna arm wrestle? But you know, if she was like, yeah, sure, let's arm wrestle, you know he'd be like, fucking clear all the space. He'd be knocking over his cups.
Out that you are just as weak.
Do you how would that demonstrate that I was weaker than you?
Also, he completely misheard what she said. She said, listen to what she says.
But the point wasn't it was an attempt to emasculate me and show how weak I am, and it.
That was kind of a weird point. I guess it was an attempt to emasculate you, but I don't know if masculinity. I guess that's like their only way of bringing people down is to emasculate them. But
Turns out that you are just as weak.
So she said, you're just as weak as me. You couldn't open it. I couldn't open it. There, let's leave it at that.
How would that demonstrate that I was weaker than you?
He's too emotional, bro. You're in your head too much. You feel like a weak little man. Come on, bro. It's okay. It's just an olive jar. It's hard sometimes.
Because neither of us could open.
Do you want to arm wrestle?
No.
Why?
I don't want to touch
It's just ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous shit ever, and it has nothing to do with force doctrine.
I don't know what he says right here. Force doctrine? It said Forrest Gump in the subtitles. I don't think that's what he said.
It's just ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous shit ever, and it has nothing to do with force doctrine.
The caption says Forrest Gump. I don't know why it says that.
How would that demonstrate that I was weaker than you?
Because neither of us could open.
Do you want to arm wrestle?
No.
Why?
I don't want to touch
It's just ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous shit ever, and it has nothing to do with force doctrine.
You're so pressed about it. You just couldn't open an olive jar, man. Get over it.
Okay, bro. I'm just telling you that you
couldn't open an
have
olive
gone
jar.
out of your way to lie over and over about my positions.
Gone out of your way to lie, dude. Your name is not in my mouth. I don't give a fuck about you
Just
after I
saying that
leave
you
this
lie a
room.
lot about my positions.
I played it.
You lie about my positions? What does that even mean? You have not even... You don't even... I was about to make a sex joke, but it doesn't really work because there's a man and a woman here. It makes it too... I think... it makes it seem like I'm making a sexual joke about them specifically. But now I've talked about it too much, so now it definitely seems like that. So let's just move on. You haven't seen all his positions. You don't know his positions. You spoke down on his positions. How dare you?
Clip of you.
What? Okay, but I'm going to play clips. That'll show the lies about my positions.
The lies about his positions. God damn it. Never lie on a man's positions. Let me physically overpower you to prove I'm stronger than you. Well, dude, your mental strength. Whew. You do not have any zen, my friend. Find your peace. Captain Quasar lies about my sex positions all the time. Alex sucks. That's why he's asexual. He does it. It is a choice for Alex. He's only... Alex does the 96, just rubbing their butts to the back of each other's heads. Asexual positions. It's called read in the Bible. On my knees to pray. I know you can be asexual and non-religious. But, okay, come on. Here's a real question. I don't know if there's anybody who's actually asexual in chat. If you're asexual, do you just have like more nocturnal emissions? And if you do have nocturnal emissions, are they accompanied by like sexually charged dreams? Because that would be the part that I would be curious of. Because if you do still have nocturnal emissions and they aren't like charged by sexual dreams, I wonder like what the mechanism is there. Is it just balls too full? Sorry, seminal vesicles too full? There's a little science for you. Yes, nocturnal emissions. What? Wet dreams? You want me to talk for the layman? I'm definitely not ace, but I think I'm like demisexual. I gotta be honest, I don't know what that one means. But shout out you. Pride minute, everybody. Pride, 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 pride. Do I have the cheers still?
Why are you gay? Why are you gay?
Semen is just another type of milk. Why do you assume I am pretending to be asexual? We heard that story, Alex. We know it was a little too much. We know it was going a little too hard. You have to say pride the whole minute? Oh my god. Be like AB, or be like dad, AB, 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 pride, 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 pride. Pride, 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 stop. I'm pretty sure that was a full minute. It might have been longer, it might have been shorter, I don't know. I think we could probably past a minute. Pride, 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 pride. Banana bread, banana bread, banana bread, banana bread. Now this is allyship, so true. It's lost all meaning. That felt way longer. I was watching OBS. I was trying to make it exactly a minute. You ever say a word so much it loses meaning? Pride. On the name of Jesus. How do you know Jesus wasn't gay? Just saying. The Pope is becoming a theater girly. Olivia needs to send him some recommendations. So Pope Nicholas Diorio has come out as a theater girly. He loves him some theater.
Or so it won't be public.
Wait, the charity event is just watching a movie on Discord?
And we'll just watch that shids.
Papa Gut said he would fuck a dude but wouldn't call himself bisexual because he thinks that would be stolen valor. See, I think of it like this, right? I don't think sexuality is a thing. I think that you just have preferences on like certain criteria. And personally, I am just into femininity. And that goes across the board, you know? And I just happen to have found peak femininity. I feel like I'm saying that femininity, whatever. You know what I'm saying. So I've lucked out. But, you know, there are feminine men, feminine women, masculine men, masculine women. And then there are also feminine trans men, feminine trans women, masculine trans men, masculine trans women. It's a broad spectrum. And we have to just realize that our proclivities are not wholly tied to biology. Sexuality is a big, beautiful spectrum. So true. Papa Gut was wrong about the term ally, so I don't believe much from him when it comes to LGBTQIA+. What did Papa Gut say about allyship? Or just the term ally in general? I thought you were talking about the actual Pope. Proclivities sounds dirty. It does a little bit. I think it's because it's tied to like the idea of like it's tied to like negative connotations when you're like your sexual proclivities. But I mean, hey, you know.
Is that a movie?
Or so it won't be public.
Wait, the charity event is just watching a movie on Discord?
I didn't even. Okay, I watched this clip through before. I didn't realize. I don't think I was listening in the beginning. I was waiting for him to talk about theater. That is a terrible. That's worse than Creator Clash. Like honestly.
Is that a movie?
Or so it won't be public.
Wait, the charity event is just watching a movie on Discord?
And we'll just watch that shids.
My theory is Anissa got a snake to trigger Ian's PTSD from when his dad yelled at him for dropping something and his father's snake wrapped around him. She's just trying to get at him now. That is possible. She does hate him after all. I'm assuming. I can only assume based on what I've seen.
It's a play? No, I have no idea. What is that? Dude, the only play that I have seen is Wicked when I was in 5th grade and Stranger Things First Shadow this year.
I think you're able to do it that way. You could just...
Oh, here we go. From what he said, he thinks you need to be a part of the community to be an ally. He just got angry for Anissa and Ian calling themselves allies because they're not queer, but ally is someone who supports. Isn't that literally like the whole point? Is that allies are people that are not part of the LGBTQIA plus community? They are allies of the community. Isn't that like the whole point? Get on Urban Dictionary, Papa Gut. What the hell are you talking about? There's a scene at the end of the main character. Okay, guys, you're talking about something else. Come on, Papa Gut. Get with the times. We know you like femboys and what was the you know what's funny? This is a deep cut for the OG Papa Gut fans. I don't know, he might still talk about it. I guess I just haven't tuned into Papa Gut that much. I don't know if it's just a joke. But he used to joke about fart porn a little bit. Don't mean to call you out, Papa Gut, but I remember those things you would say. Shame, I know your name. Gobby loves femdom. Did you know Papa Gut used to be big on TikTok? Did you know Papa Gut's big? Yeah, Papa Gut's an ally for fart porn. That got me. That's pretty good. Yeah, but Papa Gut's definition of ally was technically wrong. Yeah, no, definitely. Well, because what I'm saying is right? Like, the whole point of allies is that an ally is someone who's not a part of the community that is an ally. You can say that Ian and Anissa are terrible allies. That's definitely true. But they can still be attempting to be allies. And I mean, and also, I mean, on top of that, Papa Gut doesn't know what their sexual orientations are truly. He just knows that they're in like a heteronormative relationship. So that also kind of doesn't necessarily like matter in the grand scheme of it. Like he doesn't. But is that also it's like when bisexual girls have a boyfriend and everybody's just like, you're not really bisexual. It's like, damn. So what if she dreams about eating? I'll stop there. That doesn't matter anymore? Papa Gut is just such a gooner. It's the truth. Papa Gut got so heated from his video game not working, he said he wanted to fuck his mom. Then he got him. Oh, Papa Gut is just... he really is just unhinged. Oh, that's great. Father, I barely know her. Yeah, I'm a bisexual lady with a husband. Please don't erase me.
The next one's fucking Harry Potter. That's the next one. Now I found out that plays are actually goated. I didn't realize. I was unfamiliar with plays works until I went there. Well, I saw, I guess, the work of plays. Because now, dude, this shit's cool. They have like...
Fine, I'll continue. I'll finish my statement. If she dreams about eating pussy, she's bisexual. Just because she has a husband doesn't change anything. She can be loyal. She can be devoted. And she can still have a passing thought. Can't blame her. That's life. But here, let's hear about Nicholas Diorio's theater enjoyment.
I didn't realize. I was unfamiliar.
Let's hear. This is the closest thing that Nicholas Diorio will get to allyship. This is the closest he'll get to being an ally, is going and seeing a play.
Goated. I didn't realize. I was unfamiliar with plays works until I went there. Well, I saw, I guess, the work of plays. Because now, dude, this shit's cool. They have like fucking effects and shit.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just kind of assumed that every Broadway play was just like the equivalent of a high school play in terms of like prop department, and I was just blown away when I saw Stranger Things, and now I'm like, yo, I gotta go to another one of these.
I could stream it. I think that's...
See, it is hard, I think, to recommend plays, because like musicals are so much different than plays. If you only like musicals, you might not like certain plays that drag on. There's also like smaller productions that aren't like those bigger like names like Harry Potter and all this different stuff. Like there's I did a play in high school that I liked a lot. Called The Curious Savage. And basically The Curious Savage was about like a group of people that are in like a what would they even call it in this? Yeah, it's a sanatorium is what they call it in this. Because it was written it first opened October 1950. But yeah, they were in a sanatorium, and it's like they're older people in the sanatorium, and it's like the goings on of these people and their lives. So honestly, it was an interesting play, but it was also kind of a slower, more like dialogue driven thing that I don't know if people would necessarily be interested in. 15% gay is more than enough to be bi. That's so true. Ethan once said 50% and walked it back pretty quickly. So I'd say he's bi. I mean, 15%. And I don't, maybe he doesn't understand when he's saying 15% gay. Being gay is not a willingness to engage in homosexual activities. It's actually to enjoy it. That's the caveat. It's not just doing it. Loyal member here. I called off for Captain. I don't love to hear it, but thanks. Appreciate you, Sarah. Take it easy. Salut. Engage. I didn't think about that. It is in the word right there. Here's a little something from Hassan. Hassan bans a 33-month subscriber and tells him to die for commenting on his workout frequency. I hope all of you know I would never tell you to die, especially not my members. My members or subscribers. I love you the most. Don't. I would never tell you to die. Live. Keep living. Live on. Fly, bird, fly. Fly, little bird, fly away. Let's see.
You gotta get...
It is just insane. Like, how is this what he says? Sorry, his compressor's too good. I couldn't hear anything and I thought that it was muted.
You gotta get some workouts in, man. You eat more than Austin Peas. Dude, I'm literally... all right, first of all, dude, never do this, okay? Never do this. Just never do that, okay? Fucking die if you're gonna do that.
The dude was literally just fucking joking with him, being like, hey, bro, might want to watch it. You're grubbing.
You got to get some workouts in, man. You eat.
And again, that's like kind of the issue with cultivating such like a parasocial community. Because, like, yeah, these people feel comfortable. They feel like they're your buddy. They can make a joke about your weight or, like, whatever, you know? I think it was kind of innocuous. I don't think it was that big of a deal that he needs to get banned. But then he goes on.
Eat more than Austin Peas. Dude, I'm literally... all right, first of all, dude, never do this, okay? Never do this. Just never do that, okay? Fucking die if you're going to do that, okay? That's number one. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Tell me I eat too much. You tell me to work out? Fucking ridiculous. Banned. Die. What? Chill, bruh. Chill
What a
out.
fucking way to start the day, boys. What a way to start the fucking day. Who the fuck do you think you are, bitch? Suck my fucking cock.
You know what's funny? He started talking really tough after he banned the guy. He told him to die beforehand, but then he started going like, suck my dick, bitch. Yeah, fuck you. Do you think he gets jittery from chatters? Do you think people come in and start like talking shit and he's like, he gets worried?
Okay, perish.
Perish is crazy.
Don't do that.
Don't do what? He sounds like the king of his peasants. He is. You looking rough, Unk. God bless. Unk got 4 jackets on. Yeah, I mean, it's just somebody fucking with him in chat. I'm trying to see. I can't read these that well. I think even if I zoomed in on it, yeah. Following since... Can't... Is it...
Just never do that.
I literally cannot make out what those numbers are, but I'll just take their word for it. 33 months, it says. It is kind of incel energy, that is true. Expire. Pine for the fjords. Did the chatter lie? It probably hit him. It hit too close to home. He looked down. He grabbed his tummy. He grabbed it, the top and the bottom, like this, and went. He's like, no. I'm surprised he didn't go, I'm getting cardio every day. I'll show you my step tracker.
Okay? Fucking die if you're going to do that. Okay? That's number one.
Sometimes people in this chat will be like, in Minecraft, and he'll be like, no, in real life. Imagine if Ethan did this. It's just such a crazy thing to say. It's like, how far does he need to go before he actually faces some kind of punishment? Because it's not even like I'm saying like, oh, ban him forever for this one statement. It's just like, you can see that it's a progressive thing. It's regressive, but in like a progressive nature, where it's compounding upon itself, and he is ever more becoming this fucking weird radical that shits on not only the people against him, but the people that are on his side that might poke and jab. I mean, if we think about it, that is really fucking like, that is Mao coded, right? That's CCP coded. When they came to him in Tiananmen Square, he was like, it makes sense. I don't want people fucking making memes about me. Crazy. I'd put them in fucking re-education camps too. When my dad died, the hospital called me to inform me that he had expired. I was like, your job is informing people, and that is what you went with? Yeah, no, that is a terrible way to say it. He has expired. I mean, they could have probably been insensitive and it would have come across better. He kicked the bucket. You're like, well, that was a weird way to say it, but at least he doesn't sound like old milk now. I think his uncle must own a fuck ton of stocks in Twitch. That's the only logical reason for him to be able to continue this way. I mean, maybe he just owns a fuck ton of stocks in Twitch. That's possible too, right? Here's Hassan's Island of No Growth.
This is our last day in Chengdu, and let me tell you, chill ass Chengdu. I absolutely love it. Chengdu is goated. It's amazing.
Chengdu in the greater like Sichuan area, there's a lot of like humanitarian issues. There's pollution, terrible fucking pollution. And you know, don't take it from me, take it from him. He's there. Take it from the propagandist. But you can literally just look into these things so easily and see that what he's saying is just such like a fucking, like, at least give us both sides of it. Be like, oh, it's so beautiful, the culture's so nice. And then also be like, it's a little bit smoggy out. Haven't seen a bird in a while.
I'm annoyed. What else is new? I'm annoyed with my output. No Instagram posts. I just focus so much on streaming.
Kick the bucket is also very insensitive to suicide figure. You know, I actually had never put that together. Thank you for I honestly had never even like, interesting. So I'm like I'm a little bit. See, and that's why I think it's funny when people say things like, "Oh, it's just a joke, it's just a phrase, it's just a saying." They do all like come from somewhere, and I guess I just never like put two and two together about that. Okay, now I know. Thank you. It's like you know what's crazy? Did you know that the "why'd the chicken cross the road" joke is a suicide joke? Why'd the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. The other side. Crazy, right? Because what is the... it's just a non sequitur? It's a weird non sequitur because it's not the format of a normal non sequitur joke. It's the natural setup punchline. Just saying.
And I relied too much on the Hasanabe industrial complex. I don't post anything. I don't post anything on my fucking Instagram. I don't post anything on my TikTok. Or I guess my TikTok team is just slow to pull the trigger, which is kind of shitty. But what are you gonna do? But like we've been pumping out so much endless amounts of content, like literally nonstop, every single day. And I feel like I'm not.
See, I don't know if that's just like an urban legend, but I honestly can't think of another reason behind that. The joke has always either just been a non sequitur or that explanation. That's the only two things that can happen. And it comes from an era of like black humor, you know, of dark humor. So it does kind of make sense. Balls.
TikTok team is just slow to pull the trigger, which is kind of shitty. But what are you gonna do? But like we've been pumping out so much endless amounts of content, like literally nonstop.
Is it okay to say shit the bed? Well, I think that's more so. If you said that about someone that died, that might come across a little insensitive. They shit the bed. I think they go, what? Because that usually means they've like. I guess I don't know what that usually is used for. I'd usually use that like fucked up, like you fucked up majorly. You shit the bed. Saying that about someone that's passed away is a little crazy.
Every single day. And I feel like I'm not circulating it enough. So I'm frustrated on that front. Why are you worried about posts on IG and TikTok? As you said, you pumped a lot of content. They're endless streams. Okay. Here, well, let's do a little inside baseball. I am currently trapped in an ecosystem where I'm basically an island.
You shit when you die. You died in bed. But yeah, see, that's like putting two and two together. You don't always poop when you die. That's only like there's certain contexts and when that happens, you do. It's complicated, but and then also you don't always die in bed. So I feel like it, not necessarily insensitive, but it would definitely be insensitive if you said that about someone that died in bed. They shit the bed. What?
Okay.
No, yeah, I am confused about why Hassan is acting like his content is super special. He's acting as though, I don't know, it's like people come for you. There isn't like a whole lot that you need to do necessarily, you know what I mean? But hey, he wants to do more. He cares about his fans. That's why he banned that 33-month subscriber.
They're endless streams. Okay. Here, well, let's do a little inside baseball. I am currently trapped in an ecosystem where I'm basically an island. Okay? I have a lot of friends, and it's great. And that island is big. It's very big. It's one of the biggest islands in the streaming world, right? It's one of the top 10 largest islands, but it's an island nonetheless. And the problem is we're partitioned off from the rest of the world. We're partitioned off from the rest of the world because anytime this island travels, like the natives of this island travel to other islands, okay? And to show friendship and collaboration, the enemy islands come in and seize in on the waters and start making it, uninhabitable for all of the other surrounding islands. Basically, what I'm trying to say is
Hassan comes off as a new streamer needing new LEDs to level up his setup. Dumbass. No, that is kind of how it comes across. Like every time he does something, he's always it's almost as if he thinks he didn't do enough, but it's like you set this stuff up. If anything, you could have hired like a coordinator, like a planner for your trip.
In order for this community to just not stay the same fucking size and consistently expand and spread the good gospel of socialism.
But I also want to say the gospel of socialism is crazy. Fucking insane. But also, this is like what you create, what you build when you develop this isolationist mindset that pushes out like the perceived opposition, especially when that perceived opposition is just anybody that has any mild disagreement with you. You have created this like mindset in your audience. And I'm telling you it's something. It is something. It's interesting. He is the least creative person ever. But it's just weird because that is kind of what he's saying, is that he's not creative, but he wishes that he was more creative and did more to try and like propagandize better. I want to have a better outreach, but not through actually like doing, like actually becoming more impressive in some way, but like performatively putting on more is kind of like the energy that this is giving. Because like this, I feel like someone said it, and I saw it like in a comment somewhere, and it is just true that he saw IShowSpeed go to China, and he went, "This was my fucking go ahead. I can finally go to China now," and goes to China and just ends up doing this the whole time, and it's a whole lot of nothing. It's shit that he could have done in his fucking house in LA, like genuinely. He could have done the same propaganda, but now he gets to walk down the street and actually talk to some locals.
I have to expand.
Yeah, Hassan has burnt too many bridges and now has a reputation. His grift of making friends isn't working anymore. And that's kind of what it is. It's always just been a grift. He's like making it, and he said it like it's so obvious now because he said it just outright that he does it to be like, he tries to. I can't even say it as good as he does. I can't even explain it as well as Hassan explains it, but he understands what he's doing. Yeah, it does. His room is piss yellow right now. I don't know why he chose this color for lighting, but he whittles down his audience by like lowering his level of radicalism to slowly inundate them with talking points. And that's kind of like the base of it. And I'm telling you, the way I've structured this in my mind, and I'm making a little video about it. And basically, the way I think about it is like this. They create this isolationist mindset where they, they hate everybody that is the perceived opposition. They're always looking outward, never looking inward. And then they use ignorance fueled by arrogance to misinterpret data, misquote people, abuse abuse information for misinformation or disinformation. And then, yeah, it's like the level of arrogance is what is like that driving factor where they think that they're right, holier than thou, and it just fucks everything up. It's terrible.
Why can you not stop lying?
It reminds me of this one shitpost pic I have of an esports dude having no face like Slender Man because the lighting is so fucked. Yeah, this lighting is terrible. Hassan keeps lying to himself that his audience is even remotely interested in his IRL content. They just want him sitting at the computer screaming about Israel and America. Yeah, and I mean, and like I'm saying, he could have been talking about China. He could have been doing, and I will say that the Billy stream that he did, it had like millions and millions of views. It was like a fucking crazy number, and I'm wondering if that's accurate or if those are like inflated numbers for that site. I don't know. I've never looked. I didn't even know that was a streaming site, because I'm not in China probably. But yeah, Hassan just. See, I feel like I wore out the word vapid with Cruel World Happy Mind, but there just isn't a lot there. There's a lot of air between his ears, you know? His head looks tiny in this one, too.
Right now, I'm not doing enough on that front. Yes, you need more TikTok editors. 5 TikToks in 11 days is not good enough. Yeah, we should have been putting out 30 TikToks a day. I'm going to tell Austinox to hire one of these like clip farms. We should have been putting out 30 TikToks a day.
Flooding the algorithm is not a good way. I mean, you're obviously bigger than me, so I can't like necessarily say, but I don't think flooding the algorithm is the way to expand your audience.
We would have had at least like,
because flooding the algorithm can result in content like with reduced viewership, and then that will cause a reduction in your algorithmic push because certain videos are getting less drive than others. And so if the algorithm can tell that people aren't wanting to go to your account as much because they're only looking at like 5 out of the 30 videos that you posted as opposed to 3 out of the 5, then you're going to get like less pushed in the algorithm. But Hassan is a bigger name, so it probably doesn't matter as much. But it'll come across like just a clip channel at that point, won't it? I'm not doing enough. I need an editor. I need to do more. I need to hire more people and not pay them. I watch a lot of streamers with like 3 to 4 viewers, just to see what the current idea of streaming is for newcomers. They have the same tone and ambition about their content creation as Hassan does. I mean, honestly, I look at slightly smaller streamers that are bigger than me, like people like Papaga and other people that definitely push the idea of putting out more content, which I need to do. And the whole thing is, I just have an issue with, I guess I just need to react to more stuff. We like looking at Reddit, but I guess I could clip these out too. It's just difficult to know what would be a good clip and what wouldn't when I'm the one here, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We're getting it going. I appreciate it. But I do think that it's just interesting that Hassan's issue is that he thinks that he needs to spread his ideas more, but your ideas aren't, like, you don't have popular opinions, and so of course you are going to like find a more niche audience. That feels like a given.
10 of those 30 go super fucking omega viral. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas. It don't matter.
Time to roar. Roar. What was that clip from? Time to roar. Okay, they do have this up. 40 minutes. Wow, they set it for 15 minutes later than usual. Still no title or thumbnail up. How sad. Depressing. Commentator not sure. This is just weirdly worded. Commentator not sure know how to discuss politics of pickup basketball after being rejected for 3 games.
I don't know how to be politically sensitive about the situation, so I'm just gonna say we'll see.
Oh, they don't want you to play.
No. It's not about me.
Oh, okay.
It's not about us.
Oh, okay. It's not about us.
Yeah, no. It's very different.
Okay.
But it's also something that happens on basketball courts universally, but it is what it is.
I'd like to see the before and after. Is there a longer clip of this? Is just a clip mirror? It's just a mirror. Because I'd like to see him, like, was he actually trying to get involved in these games? Does he know any Chinese, any Mandarin? Sorry, I don't know the languages that would be in this region. Does he know any of the languages to be able to be like, hey, I want in next. I play basketball and I'm taller than all of you. Let's get it. White boy can't jump. No, that did feel like what he was saying. It felt like he was kind of saying that he's like, I'm white. They don't want to play with a white guy. Usually it's the black guys that don't want to play with me, but now it's the Asian guys because we're in China. Your streams are like the good old days of streaming in early YouTube. Same as Queso's streams and stuff. I like it. Keep it up. Thanks. I really appreciate that. That's kind of the vibe I want to go for. Is it's about the community building, you know? It's about the chillness. Reactions are good, but I just need to maybe implement them towards the end of stream, maybe. Start doing stuff like that. His feelings got hurt. Double dribbling ass. Bro is traveling. Oh, he totally was. And in the full clip, you see him dancing around the fact that he does not want to say it because he is white. Hey, I mean, they could be, but honestly, why do you give a shit? Why didn't you just bring your own basketball, start your own pickup game? It looks like there's a free court on this side. Maybe I can't tell because there's no net over here. There's no goal. Might be on this side. I don't know. Interesting. Interesting, Hassan. They hate you because you're white.
Go watch Turkish iDubbbz stream.
That's the last of the Hassan stuff. I did just think this was kind of weird because it's like, I don't know how to be racial. I don't know how to be politically sensitive. I mean, if you think that somebody else is being like racially biased towards you, they're being politically insensitive. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't fall for the woke mob. I don't know. It's just like it was a weird statement to make. They hate us because they ain't us. So true. But here is Anissa Joma's hard work. Anissa Joma's hard work is finally getting recognized by Hassan Piker. I wonder if she told iDubbbz he had to react to this.
No, you would make Christian carry the
Oh my God, Trump eating a glizzy emote, new emote.
New emote just dropped.
I look forward to the waiting room more than the show sometimes. I appreciate it. I really do. Love you all. Love all the regular schmegulas. I love all the newbies in here. Anybody that's a newcomer. You like and subscribe. Come back again. Do this all the time.
You can see it there. It's kind of hard to tell, but it was there.
Dude can't even watch people play basketball without thinking about politics. I didn't even think about that part. That's such a good point. He bites into a sandwich and makes it political. Yeah, I didn't even think about. I mean, he makes everything about politics at the end of the day. But I think that it's also interesting that he like created like some kind of victimhood in himself. Like he created like a new victim scenario for him where he's being wronged. If he tells them, hey, I'm not white, I'm Turkish, they will want to play with him. They'll tell him, nah, you're still white. Then they'll fucking shoot on him. All of a sudden, they just jump him. They say, well, come here, white boy. It was such a weird energy. I don't know why he was like acting like that. Like, because yeah, maybe they were acting weird because you were white, or maybe they just wanted to play the pickup game with their friends. You know, maybe they all know each other because they're locals. It's such a, I don't know, it's weird. I'd need to see the full clip to actually get like the full context to see if he was like, hey guys, can I play? And they're like, what did you just say? Like, they're not speaking English. Like, the fuck did you just say? I mean, it'd be interesting, but here's our boy, Anissa Joma's husband, letting us know that Hassan is recognizing her hard work.
No, you would make Christian carry the
Oh my God, Trump eating a glizzy emote, new emote.
New emote just dropped. You can see it there. It's kind of hard to tell, but it was there. It was Trump eating the glizzy. Nice.
Oh, iDubbbz.
It was brief, but
smelly.
The glizzy eating emote is spreading.
He was blocked by the tunnel.
Which is good. I'm glad. He
was blocked by chat
work is getting recognized. Because I need her to, I need her to make me a bunch of fucking emotes.
I need her to make Hassan a bunch of emotes. Come on. Come on. I need to add more emotes, actually. Is this your tombstone? It's kind of hard to tell. It's supposed to be a rain cloud over my head. That one is kind of too small. I might need to update that one. Oh, here. Let's see. Let's do a fun poll today. Ooh, let's do our poll first. Who do we think is going to win? So I'm going to give okay, here's how it's going to go. I'm trying to think of how to format this. Who will win the Scream? We're just going to call it the Scream Off. Who will win the Scream Off? Oh, thank you so much, Numafor. Welcome to Quasar's Cadets. Did I say that right? Numafor? I'm trying to think of how to. So I'm thinking Ethan, Harley, Rich, and then the fourth option will just be crew wild card. So that's if you think it'll be Dan, if you think it'll be like just someone random. Zach might get it. Ela might get it since she's kind of a wild card. So I think that might work. Crew wild card. I'm just gonna put, or we'll say H3 wild card. Since Ela's more than just a crew member, she's a host. Say Numa. Numa. One of my favorites. Ethan, Harley, Rich, H3 wild card. Ela, Dan, DC. Okay. And then you guys, if you're picking the wild card, I want you to drop in chat who you think it will be in that wild card, because I feel like the wild card might run away with it. We'll see. I think Harley just has a bit of he has that bass in him. I feel like he could be like a bear and just get a good roar out. But It's Time to Roar, featuring Rich Lux and Harley. Supposedly starting in 30 minutes. Money on Harley. I think he has something about him. I think Harley, would be willing to blow his vocal cords to win this. Dan all the way. Dan does have a good scream in him too. Dan always is a screamer. If Tamara is getting a play in this, I'm counting on her win. Ooh, Tamara could be a good one. Lena, Tamara. See, I think Ela, even if she does try, she's not gonna put in a full energy. Ethan at 0%. No one's got faith in Ethan. Ethan better give it his all. He's got to prove everybody wrong, because nobody thinks it's gonna be Ethan. That's crazy. That's kind of hilarious. We'll leave that up for a minute, and I'll let you guys keep voting for a second while we finish up these Reddit posts, and then I'll switch it over to the next poll for how late will the H3 show start. But let's finish getting through these. Yeah, shout out to Anissa Joma, the new Hassan. What are they called? I don't even know what they're. Stickers? Emotes?
Anissa's work is getting recognized. Because I need her to, make me a bunch of fucking emotes.
A bunch of emotes. Emojis? And so I found this on Livestream Fails. Apparently it's just a clip farm. It's just some clip farming. Asmongold reacts to Mamdani requiring schools to learn Arabic numerals. For anybody who doesn't know, Arabic numerals are just the numerals that we learn in the United States. I think you learn them in most of the Western world. Probably I can't think of many places that you don't. We don't use Roman numerals. And then there's obviously a few other types that I don't even know the names of. But it's just what we use. Asmongold made a clip. Apparently, this is just Asmongold's thing, is he likes to clip farm him being stupid, apparently.
Zoran Mandami is expected to require all New York elementary school students to learn Arabic numerals? This is happening faster than I thought. Oh my god.
Well, because there's obviously different numerals for Chinese and stuff. They have a different notation system. It might run on the same, or no, it doesn't. Because in China, don't they say 3 100s? They'll go if it's a 200, it's 2 100s, 3 100s, 4 100s. If you're counting by 100, isn't it something like that? In Mandarin, I don't know if it's just Mandarin, just Chinese numbers, Chinese numerals. But Asmongold apparently is just clip farming. I found the longer clip.
And yeah, it's really just that simple. Let me see here. And this is I understood whenever it was the political accounts reposting this. But now you've got even Polymarket doing it? Oh my god. A lot of these people now, they don't give a fuck, man. And yet I still can't mention fantasy football on Venmo. I don't know about that at all. And as Joran Mendami is expected to require all New York elementary school students to learn Arabic numerals? This is happening faster than I thought.
When you see the longer clip, you can kind of tell that he's just doing like a joke. It's a bit. He's making fun of the fact that Polymarket was posting this clearly like, it's almost like a 4chan troll, like those 4chan trolls of like, did you know you can put your iPhone 10 in the microwave to charge it? Set it for 1 minute to get it to 100%. He's being racist. No, yeah, for sure. But this is like my point, right? Is I'm not like giving him a pass and being like, it's just a joke. I think that this is like a weird angle to take of like, I'm gonna be fucking stupid to clip farm. Look at me, I just shit my pants. Now you all have to smell it. Isn't that so funny? Like, I don't get it. Like, it really makes no sense to me. But I guess, hey, it's rage bait, right? It's meant to just piss some people off and get people mad. I saw XQC responded to it and was like, people in his chat were like getting at him being like, no, we don't want no Arabic numerals, bro, you're wrong. Plug your phone into a potato and it charges? Your screen's cracked, throw it against the ground harder and it will uncrack. Yes, we all use Arabic numerals. That is the commonplace. And this, it's not talking about the actual thing because it is stupid that these people, Brian Krasenstein, Polymarket, these different accounts were actually posting it. And maybe they're actually just dumb. I don't know. I won't say dumb because I think most people would probably like forget learning that they're called like, because I think when we learned Roman numerals, they were like as opposed to Arabic numerals. So like, I don't blame anybody for forgetting that, but I do blame people for not Googling it real quick and going, what the fuck are Arabic numerals if you didn't remember it, you know? So this is really stupid. He's definitely maybe clowning on them, but the clip just comes across as I'm stupid, ha ha ha. And I don't get how that's funny to... Is a rat dying by his bed and him using it as an alarm clock? Is that also just a troll? We don't have those numbers in the ocean? He seems serious to me. I think he's saying this right here, this part.
And yeah, it's really just that simple. Let me see here. And this is...
I don't know, though. Maybe this isn't a pass.
Like, I understood whenever it was like, you know, the political accounts reposting this.
Because I'm assuming that's him laughing at it, being like, I get these political accounts being stupid and just reposting stuff. But I would expect Polymarket to have like maybe a high... I guess that's maybe an assumption on my part. Maybe he is actually just being dumb. The Arabic numerals thing goes around the UK about once a year to troll the Islamophobes. It's a pretty good one. I think it's a pretty good way to do it, right? No, the rat one was real, but that was like peak depression core. I used to watch him when he was just a memeing gamer. I understand depression makes you do crazy things sometimes, but my God. Is Asmongold truly just a sad case? Weed chat, y'all. Weed chat. But this is the one thing I wanted to talk about. Okay. I've loved Tamara's inclusion on the show. I find her very funny. But her and Dan fire Tamara. Get rid of her now. No. She had led Dan into one of the worst takes I have ever heard from Daniel Swerdlove. Daniel, the producer Swerdlove.
I love Balatro. I've been replaying Red Dead Redemption 2 on my Steam Deck.
Red Dead, I tried to play that. So, okay, I recently got into gaming because I got a Switch.
Okay.
I know it's kind of silly.
Oh yeah, Mario Kart slap too. I saw
Okay.
y'all did Mario Kart,
Have you
Mario
played Red
Party.
Dead? Red Dead?
On
It sucks ass.
Red Dead what? Red Dead Redemption 1? Red Dead Redemption 2? Are you talking about the OG Red Dead Revolver? The Red Dead series is a complicated series. Red Dead Revolver does suck. Red Dead Redemption 1 is bad nowadays, but for its time, it was fucking goated. And Red Dead Redemption 2 is an absolute cinematic experience.
On the Switch?
Shout out Balatro.
Just in general.
No, just in general. I've heard so much good
Tamara,
stuff.
you're playing Red Dead 1, by the way.
Yes, it was Red Dead 1. It was Red Dead 1.
Oh yeah, that game's like over 12
But
years
that was
old.
still fantastic.
So 12 years? That's not that much.
That game's awesome.
Calling cowboys boring is insane. Do you just hate westerns? What's up? What's up? What's the problem?
But it's also
the game
amazing.
sucks. The gameplay in it is horrific. You're just going around.
The gameplay in it sucks. It's a western action adventure. You get to ride around on horses and dead-eye shoot people. You get a slow down time and do like crazy shots on people. It's insane. Bad gameplay. And then listen to what she says.
They're geeking tomorrow.
There's no gameplay.
It's RP. It's a role-playing game.
Yeah, it's open world role.
Role-playing
so you
being
go
a
to,
boring
Is that
ass
open world?
cowboy.
What's open world is Zelda.
Yeah,
It's Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, go play one of the OG Zeldas and tell me how much fun it is. How much more fun it is than Red Dead Redemption when you're playing fucking the original Legend of Zelda. Let me see you talk about that. And also, and on top of that, saying, "Oh, you don't want an open world role-playing game. You want an open world sandbox game. You want a sandbox game where you can do a bunch of stuff in this open world sandbox." That's not what Red Dead Redemption is about. Like I said, it's a cinematic experience. Arthur Morgan is both hot and also a tortured soul. The story of Arthur Morgan is one of the best stories, not just in gaming, but of all time. That's a terribly small photo. Oh my God, look at this. You don't even understand. You don't understand what's happening right here. This made grown men fucking cry. This made grown men weep tears of straight anguish. And you're gonna tell me it's a bad game. Say you don't like it. Say you don't like it. That's one thing.
What are you talking about?
That game makes her cry.
Do Epona's balls shrink when it's cold? I think not. So true.
What's not fun.
Red Dead is a...
Yeah, the only bad thing about Red Dead Redemption is the online mode. The new Red Dead Online is terrible. Actually, garbage. I can say that. That's fine. If we're just talking about that, yeah. Bad stuff.
A calm, old person's, like, old soul game.
Yeah,
you need to have an old soul. You have a young soul.
You ever play Red Dead Zombies?
Ooh,
I'm with you. Undead Nightmare, the DLC for the original Red Dead Redemption, the game she's talking about, she would probably enjoy that more because it's a little bit more like things happening all at once. Not liking Red Dead Redemption 2 is a huge skill issue. That is true. Tamara is a lady. I'm sorry, I'll calm down. I'm coming a little heavy-handed.
Red Dead sucks.
And then Dan, you fuck. Dan, what do you like playing, huh? Fucking, what your little nerd games? You could never be on the level of a Red Dead Redemption.
Boring.
Didn't find it. I didn't.
It's boring. Cowboys are boring.
Maybe 2 is a lot better.
Cowboys are boring is the worst take ever. Certain cowboys are boring. It's like saying country sucks. Country does suck on a certain level. Old school country, ooh. You want to hear some Big Iron? I can't play that. But right, it's Marty Robbins. I had to make sure that was his name right. Marty Robbins, Big Iron, El Paso. Woo. Old school country. Songs about fucking getting shot and dying. Movies about the soul of men. About camaraderie. About loss. I put down 130 hours into Fields of Mistria. So far, highly recommended if you like chill farming games. Okay.
But the first one, I was like,
No, I mean,
I'm just on my horse. There's no real gameplay.
I get that it's not for everyone, but it's a beautiful game. It's nice and relaxing.
We live in the American Southwest. Just go outside.
That's literally not what it is. Can I go out? Oh my god. Can I go use a sawed-off shotgun to blow some guy's arm off? I could, but I couldn't then run away and then get away with it and then do it again, the same thing later. I mean, I guess I could, but like, it's way less likely. I can't go around riding on my horse and lasso somebody off of their horse and then pull them to the ground. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to do that. That's mean. I can't go meet up with weird drug addicts that are living in the marsh and you have to help them do specific... I mean, I could, but will I? And again, you guys are talking about it from the perspective of like, oh, I don't get to like I don't even understand. If you really need a mind-numbing constant gameplay, if you cannot appreciate a story, there's something wrong with you. The game has fast travel. It's not like you're just... I'm talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 specifically. The game has... And you can play that game first because Red Dead Redemption 2 actually is the beginning of the story. Not the beginning, but it's before. It takes place before. It's a prequel. That's the word I'm looking for. It takes place before Red Dead Redemption 1. Great games. Red Dead Redemption 2 is my favorite horse girl simulator next to The Witcher 3. Exactly. And you can deck out your horses, you can give them special braided, you can give them a braid, you can give them a mohawk, you can braid their tail. What's the issue? Upgrades. You can make Arthur Morgan look like a true stud. You can grow his beard out, or you can trim it up into like a specific look, give him a bald head or give him long hair. You can then dress him up however you want, playing cowboy dress up, make him look like a nice fancy man, or you make him look like a rugged Western brawler. It has everything. I'm glad you have the correct take about Red Dead Redemption 2, Cap, and I lost faith in humanity when I watched this stream. Animal Crossing, yes. Red Dead Redemption is like Animal Crossing. It's not. Just start lying. It's like Animal Crossing, yes! No, I mean, genuinely, I think that it's a great game. Are there parts that can be slow? Sure, but you could also just literally not play the story and just ride around doing whatever you want, talking to random people. You can go up to somebody and be like, "Sup, idiot?" And they'll be like, "What did you just say?" And you'll be like, "Calm down, I'm just joking." And then they'll be like, "Oh, stop doing stuff like that." And then you can go back and be like, "Haha, you look stupid." And like you could literally do that endlessly until they want to fight you, and then you can fist fight them and run away. It's a great simulator. It really is. There are animals in the game. There are animals in the game. There are animals in the game, and you can go take pictures of them, and you have a whole compendium. A whole compendium. You can kill them, sad enough. You can hunt, or you can literally just go bird watching and get them collected in your compendium. Isn't that awesome? You can literally just go discover all the different types of animals, go watch them from afar, get close to a cougar to where you can see it, but not close enough to where it can attack you. There's moose, there's buffalo, there's cougars, there's There's other types of cougars, if you know what I mean. There's all types of stuff. It's Animal Crossing with weapons. Only other bad thing that's not online mode is accidentally trampling little animals. Yeah. When you're just riding along on a trail and all of a sudden you get a little pop-up that says +1, like you because it gives you the compendium for like things that you can like kill, like if you're collecting rabbits, so it'll be like +1 rabbit and you're like, what did I just ran over a rabbit? But let's let Dan continue.
Someone said,
yeah, because there's horses
10
everywhere.
people said
I actually, funnily enough, on my old, it might be, I don't know if it's on my channel. One sec. I don't know if it's in my playlist. Oh, it is. It's public. I don't know if the streams are public. So the playlist is public. The streams might be, or they might be public still. I thought I made them unlisted. But I did do like 16 episodes. I never finished it. If you want me to finish the series, I can finish my Red Dead Redemption series.
I told Dutch, I feel I should tell you. I saw some of Combs boys riding around. Down here.
This is early streams. These were early gaming streams that I did. But you go fishing, go hunting. I don't even know what I did in this one.
I'm really, ever since I didn't have to go anymore, I'm happy about it.
There's a bunch of mini games. Play Five Finger Fillet.
Oh, that's so messed up. Oop, that's wrong. Wait, what?
Shot in close.
And don't worry, I wasn't killing any animals here. I was actually shooting to scare off poachers. In this scene, we're actually helping our Native American friend, who's mad about poachers who are coming and killing all these different animals. Or actually, maybe I'm stealing sheep here. I might have actually been stealing sheep. I don't remember. Actually, I was stealing the sheep in this one. This one actually didn't have to do with helping the buffalo population. Red Dead Redemption 2 made my son smash his PS4.
It's completely
yeah, we could do a Red Dead Redemption 2 stream. It's one of my favorite games. I don't know, I was killing somebody here. Oh no.
I can just pay my bounty, I guess. Whatever.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Mission.
Did I just shoot somebody for no reason after this? I think I did.
Oh, I'll be on my way.
Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Maybe I shot someone right before that. Bless you.
Lord.
It doesn't do it justice on this just because it's a little bit lower resolution, but the game itself is actually beautiful too.
tomorrow here, so stop doing that, I guess.
No, but that's just my take. I didn't like the first game.
Listen, it's okay. It's subjective. You don't have to like it.
An online stream might be good because having people to play with does make it better. The problem with Red Dead Redemption 2 online is the fact that a lot of the stuff is completed. So like, I think, isn't that the truth? Actually, I heard something once about you can create private servers. There's like a way to do it. Might have to look into that. Yeah, I didn't say thank you. That guy was a dick. What an asshole. I try to play good Arthur because I think he's sexier when he's nice. But I would love it if you showed me the crime side of the game. You can do a lot of cool stuff. You can really crime it up.
Oh,
someone said send tomorrow home.
What?
Send me home.
No. We're not going to do that. You're stuck here with us.
Yeah. Ethan just went all in with pocket.
Wow.
So I think that was all they said. I think he just said cowboys are boring. Now, this was one last video I wanted to talk about. This is completely unrelated to the H3 podcast. This is related to the UFC, tangentially also, because what it is, it's about Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse is a former UFC and one champion. He does podcasting, he does stuff, but he's recently had on this guy, MMA Guru,
What's up, guys?
that he's been doing a podcast with. And MMA Guru is one of the fastest growing UFC channels, talks a lot about different UFC stuff. But he is also a bit of a bigot, to say the least. So DJ recently dropped him from the podcast. In a sense, it kind of seems like an amicable split, but really it comes from the fact that this dude's a bit of a racist, and all of these comments are basically people being like, he's not taking it that far, it's not that bad, and we'll talk about it. So let's get into it.
I know the whole Twitter and the world is blowing up. It's so
I don't know if he used the F slur here or something. I was fine with you something on here acting like I was a murderer because I called someone inbred and told the guy spamming in my chat to cry at a border. But now you're targeting DJ. I'll drop the news early. The Mighty Guru show is over. DJ stood his base. Video dropping soon. And he's saying here that some guy was in his chat and he told the guy, he called the guy inbred and then told him to go cry at a border, because the guy was a fan of the Dagestani fighters, who, we've talked about this before, do have a higher population of inbreeding, just plain and simple. But speaking down on people for that is like just disrespectful. Just at the end of the day, it is. People can't choose where they're born. They can't choose the families that they've had. We can talk about it being like negatively impacting different communities or whatever, if that's the conversation you want to have. But doing that while making fun of them for being inbred, while also saying cry at a border in reference to Russian expansion is a bit fucked up. And he's also said other things, like when Raja Jackson, the son of Rampage Jackson, recently beat the near life out of a man. He beat him to near death. Disgusting, terrible thing that Raja Jackson did. But MMA Guru continued to say multiple times, not just, people kept hinging on this, he was saying he was an animal. He kept calling him an animal. You guys are saying that's racist. That's not the part I'm calling racist. It's that he keeps hinging on racist stereotypes, not just calling him an animal, but he continued to say he is an unintelligent animal with no impulse control. He's a low IQ animal with no impulse control. You're trying to be racist in the most like hidden way that you can. And like, okay, bro, but just know that you can't be racist like in front, like you can't be racist behind the scenes and then act like people are just going to be cool with it like in other places. He's also said stuff about like immigrants in the UK, because he's from the UK. He's talked about that very poorly. But let's get into it. And I just want to talk about this because maybe he censored Meanie Head. That's possible. That's also a possibility. I hadn't thought about that. But I want to talk about the comments too, because the comments are kind of what bugged me. Because I watched this video and I thought, like, DJ, he, like MMA Guru said here, he's standing his base. He feels a certain type of way. He disagrees with the statements made. He has actual connections with certain fighters because he is a former UFC star. And so he's not trying to cut ties with people because of the shit talk that a random online fucking dork says, you know?
Oh, funny. So first off, let me go ahead and let you guys know, yes, the Mighty Guru pod is on ice right now. It's not over completely. Obviously.
Yeah, I always say inbred is not the dunk you think it is. Yeah, it just shows that you're being diminishing. You're a person who likes to diminish people based on immutable traits. That's what you're doing. Like there's no haha, it's funny, haha, like you're being disrespectful. And you can say, well, I don't use it against real people that are inbred. Oh, I don't make fun of actual people with autism when I say the R word. It's like, it doesn't matter. Because what you are doing is you are saying, you are like these people, and that is bad. If that's not what you're saying, what are you saying? Oh, welcome back, Madman.
Guru said some things that obviously I don't agree with. So just to give you guys kind of like a context of how things work. I do not watch all of Guru's content, meaning that when he is doing his live instant reaction and he has 20,000 viewers in a channel, I'm also doing the exact same thing. I don't babysit him. I don't see what he's saying whatsoever.
Ugly inbred little rodents, dude. Cry at a border. Bitches. Crying in my chat. Round 5. Go cry at a border.
Now, when
And like, that's the thing, is you could say, oh, he's just joking around. Like, that's what a lot of these fucking comments say. It's so stupid. A lot of these comments were people saying like, oh, he just goes a little too far with his jokes and this and that. This isn't a joke. This is him pissed off trying to get under somebody's skin using gamer language, basically.
Rodents, dude. Cry at a border. Bitches. Crying in my chat. Round 5. Go cry at a border.
Now, when did I hear that Guru said these comments? Me and Michael were at one championship in Japan, and he looked at me, he goes, did you see what Guru said? I said, I do not. If you guys didn't know this, I do not have Twitter on my phone. Reason why is because it's a very toxic place. And does Twitter make my life better? No. Do I need Twitter in my life? No. So do I have it on my phone? No, I do not.
This is why Mighty Mouse will forever be my GOAT. Mighty Mouse is the GOAT of the UFC, the MMA GOAT all around.
So Michael has Twitter, which is the producer, so does Nick. Michael always lets me know when something's going on that should be brought to my attention, and this was something that was needed to be brought to my attention. Now, with that being said, did I address Guru off camera about this situation? Yes, I did. We talked about it before we filmed the last episode of the Mighty Guru. We talked about it. He even said that, you know, things got to me. The pressure cooker, 20,000 viewers, things were going on.
And I love this, right? Okay, what you're saying is, you're a pussy. Cool. I mean, that's what you're saying, right? Like, let's not get past that. You want to call other people bitches, call other people this. You're saying, they got under my skin. You're being a pussy. I want to keep kind of like drilling that home with certain people, with certain things. Because I feel like people always go like, oh, I'm not emotional. You're just making me mad. Like, that's an emotion. You're being an emotional wreck, getting upset over people online. What is wrong with you?
At that time, I still didn't know the full context of what he said. Obviously, Guru had a very, very ugly rant recently on the UFC 322 live instant reaction with Islam versus JDM. I did call him out on it off camera because I felt that was the best place to do it. And I said, dog, you can't be saying this stuff. I asked Guru to stop saying these things. Then we talked about it. Then we went on and continued to film the Mighty Guru podcast. And by the way, it's the best podcast on the MMA space. You look at the numbers, look at the fucking thumbnails, banger thumbnails. We had so many more thumbnails in the pipeline. Miami Vice, Men in Black. I want to do Django Unchained. It was just gold.
Django Unchained is crazy.
Right? So,
and I guess I should show that way you guys can see what he's talking about, because I'm probably the only one in here that's ever even seen the podcast. The Mighty Guru show. Oh god, I have to click. They did Timon and Pumbaa with their faces. I can't tell what this one's supposed to be. Is this one supposed to be like Get Hard? Pulp Fiction. It's supposed to be a Thor versus Kratos from Ragnarok, right? Oh, I didn't even see. What's Samuel L. Jackson's character's name? I know that's supposed to be him because of the purple lightsaber. And Jabba the Hutt. Django Unchained. I'm just saying, Django Unchained would be a little crazy. It's a little far.
We did a podcast. We dropped the podcast, and then I'm chilling. Once again, I don't go on Twitter. And I respect Guru for, reaching out. Me and him had another discussion. He was like, dude, I think I'm totally fine of us just, separating and going our separate ways. And I told him, I was like, I don't want you to change. I don't want you, if you...
Mace Windu, sorry, yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Mace Windu.
That's how Guru makes his content.
My dad would be ashamed. My dad would be actually ashamed of me for getting Mace Windu. It's like one of the most notable Star Wars characters.
And we had a talk prior to, and I was like, dude, like, we gotta, you know, do you think you could tone it down a little bit? And he goes, yeah.
So sorry, start poll needs to go up too.
But I don't think
Forgot
I
to
can
set the
hold
polls up.
myself, like, I
Thank
don't
you for the
expect
reminder.
him to stop doing what he does, because obviously what he's done up to this point, he is the biggest MMA channel on YouTube right now. Like, you look at numbers, far none. You look at Ariel, you look at mine, you look at anybody who's covering the sport of mixed martial arts. He is the king ding-a-ling. Don't let anybody fool you. He is. So, but we're like, hey, dude. I said, dude, you don't need me on your channel. You don't need the Mighty Guru to be successful, nor do I. So you keep doing your thing, and I'm keep doing my thing. And will I like the content I do watch a Guru of, like, you know, the John Jones stuff, and then what the Dana White and all.
Django thumbnail with MMA Guru is Django. That might work, I guess.
All that stuff. Yeah, I do. I think it's actually hilarious. Do I think him calling, you know, inbred and bomb this and all that stuff? No, I don't do that. If my son...
No, yeah, he's also said a bunch of Islamophobic shit about, you know, terrorists and saying stuff like that. Crazy.
Was to talk like that, my son would be getting ass whooping from me because I didn't raise him like that. I like Islam. I like all those guys. I have no problem with no religion. But if Guru feels that way, I cannot help him feel a certain way. I can't sway him like, dude, these guys are good people, which I think deep down inside, he believes they're good people too. But another question, you guys ask me, why did I start the show to begin with if I knew this could happen? It's called taking a risk, where I think a lot of you guys out there might not have taken a risk in your life, but I took this risk, meaning that I did not feel that the content he does on his channel was spilled over onto the content we make on our channel, right?
And I will say that is a bit of ignorance, because it's not just the type of content that he does, it's the values that he holds. And maybe you're willing to kind of give him a pass because you know him personally, and so you think that like he's been honest in the conversations with you or something. But based on like the stuff that I've seen, literally just not like clipped out of context, I've literally just gone on his stream a few times when I first found him, and then saw him saying racist and Islamophobic and, you know, just crazy shit. So it's like, it is what it is, you know? Yeah, deep down inside, the racist isn't really racist is a crazy statement. Well, and like I'm saying is, I think that it's genuinely on that like race realist shit, and that's like the hardest stuff to break. Because you can have people that are just ignorant, and like people that think like, oh, you know what I mean? People that just believe like stereotypes about different groups. But then you have people that are truly race realists that believe that they are superior based on like, you know, fake science and stuff, like crazy shit. And so I think that part is like kind of like, you got to kind of like dig through that a little bit and figure out which is which.
If you guys look at all the Mighty Guru...
Yeah, and the audience that he brings too. Because even if they are just jokes, that's a good point. Because even if they are just jokes, even if he is just making racist jokes here and there, that means that he's cultivating a racist audience regardless of his true intentions in the jokes. Because the true racists are going to find that humor funny regardless of what other stuff they're seeing of like, oh, he's actually a liberal. They're just gonna see the racist shit, and they're gonna vibe with that. And like I'm saying, it's weird when you start actually getting into like the race realist stuff. That's when you start understanding true racists. Like, it's not this fucking, oh, I just hate this specific group. See, I didn't say one. That way it can't get clipped out of context. But it's not just like saying that outright. What it usually is I think that I'm better than you, and so I will work over you and try and utilize you to my benefit. And like, that's the whole thing. So it's like when people say like, oh, look at the Nazis actually liked black people. First of all, not true. There were a bunch of Africans that got put in concentration camps. So that part's not true. But also it's like, well, look at, they allowed them to come and to do the Olympics. They also didn't shake their hands. But beyond that too, it's like, think about like in the perspective of work camps and people that want slaves, stuff like that. you weed out the weak and you keep the strong, and you go, oh yeah, we you know, every slave master loves a strong slave. That's the thing, right? They're gonna treat their you know, the prize pony like a prize pony. That's the whole thing. But then it's about what happens to all the rest. You know, it's one of those things where I'm sure, I didn't look through all the comments, but there's always those few guys that are saying some shit like, you know, oh, I thought you were one of the good ones, dumb shit like that. And it's weird too, because it shows me the true level of bigotry that these people have, because in his chat, it isn't anti-Semitism, it is like a lot of Islamophobia, where it's people going like, I saw one comment where literally someone said the pork eaters are like the non-pork eaters or something. They said like in some weird way like that. They said if once you get on their good, or like you need to get on their good side or else, or some shit, like it was some weird comment like that. And I'm like, yeah, these fucking people are just degenerates. They're literally just degenerates. But okay, they started. Oh, there we go. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. This goes on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Go check out Boy Throb. I will be back tomorrow to do another stream. I'm going to come back a lot. You know, Monday, Tuesday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday sometimes, Sundays, Saturdays. Thank you so much for watching. This is Captain Quasar, signing off. Become a member if you want even more.